Let's get this party started, baby. Let's go. Where we at? Where we at, baby? Let's go. Let's turn it up, y'all. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Come on, let's go to the site.
Check it. We live from the cipher. It's the knowledge igniter. Severe Bay, true speaker, soul provider.
Take it from the top, baby. We on TikTok. We on X. Let's go.
Yeah, check it. We live from the cipher. It's the knowledge igniter. Severe Bay, true speaker, soul provider. Traveling lands with a book in his hand. Dropping gems like grains of sand in the plan. Graffiti walls talking. Breakers keep rocking. MCs flow proper while the DJ's chopping. But knowledge is the key that unlocks the gate. Fifth element, repping, never showing up late. Crowd call response bill. What the bill? Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Turn it up, let the vinyl play. It ain't just rhymes, beats, tags, and spins. It's the wisdom within where the change begins. See kings wear crowns, but the wise stay grounded. Every word Bill drops got the people astounded. History decoded, lies unfolded. Truth on wax got the mainstream corroded. From Philly to Morocco, Spain to LA. Keep building with the youth like the past. Severe Bay. Turn it up, let the vinyl play.
Are y'all sharing this out? Let's go, y'all.
Lay it close like hip-hop is more than music. It's knowledge. Travel and learn. So while the world breaks dancing and the break hits paint, remember real soldiers never move like saints. They teach, they reach, they rise, they elevate. Spears on the front lines, opening gates. So salute to the traveler, cultural ambassador, the fifth element. No gimmick, no amateur. Legacy deep like the root.
Did my battery die? Nope. Technical difficulties, y'all. This is what happens. Come on, y'all. Let's get the lights up.
Turn it up. Let the vinyl play. Turn it up. Let the vinyl play. Turn it up, let the vinyl play.
So what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? So listen, these are just test runs. I'm great. Be back. I don't really want to be back in the studio, but shout out to I give shout outs. I gotta give shout out, man. So come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. If you're not here hit the like button, please do me a favor and leave quietly. If you're not here to hit the like button, everybody that's on my YouTube should be hitting the like button as soon as you come on here. If you're one of those people, which I do know that you are, you one of those people in the background. I want to see what Sabir says. Please, I'm gonna say this. Please don't try to steal what I'm saying, people. It's okay to reach out to me and say, well, I don't know. Let's talk to Sabir for a second. It's okay. It's fine. It works, okay? So for y'all cats, please, everybody, the manyest people that I have on this YouTube is the many likes I should have. If I got 15 people on one, I should have 15 likes. If I have 3 people on before 1492, it should be 3 1492 likes. Okay. So everybody that's on TikTok, which is here, come over to YouTube also. If you on YouTube, I mean Instagram, everybody that's on Instagram, please come to YouTube and please hit the like button. If not, please, people, I'm gonna say this to you. I'll be trying not to let people knock me off my square. I'll be humbled in a motherfucker. If this show is not for you, please leave. If you want to challenge me, please show me something. You can't tell me anything. You have to show me something. Okay? I'm going to make it clear. And if you want to support, you can support also. I'm not Umar Johnson. I don't promise things. I come on his feed every day and I get messages when I get off and say, brother, you be giving people a whole lot, which I do. If this is what a person does and you know, they should really be rewarded and supported. We're rap. I don't come on feeds asking nobody for money. That's not what I do. I give a service. It's like with anything else. When you give service to whatever or service your car, you pay the guy who's working on your car. Okay. So if I come on this feed every day and give a service, that means that you should help out the person that's serving you. Some people, you call it tips. One thing that I learned being overseas, that in certain places overseas, when you tip somebody, that's an insult because they pay you enough not to get tipped. In the United States, they don't pay you enough, and you still, because the United States, people are very greedy over here, bro. Very greedy and very selfish. And this is just the reality. Very selfish black people in the United States. So if you're upset about that, that's on you. So the show is not for you. So everybody should hit the like button as soon as you come on the feed, hit the share button, and please hit the support button in the yellow. It's very simple. You shouldn't have to say that because it's bright yellow. Like, you know, when you go into McDonald's, it's red and yellow. That means I want to be hungry. So they use colors, people. So please support it right now. I want to give a shout out to my brother Crumb from Crumb TV also. I always look out for the underdogs, man. And shout out to my brother Crumb from Crumb TV. I'm feeling this brother's like a genuine dude because if you're wrong, I'm gonna pull your coat. I'm gonna pull your coat. Just being real with you. All right. I know y'all like fake stuff, but I'm gonna pull your coat if you're wrong. So shout out to my brother Crumb. Shout out to my brother Jamal, my brother Richard. Shout out to Marcus, my brother Bush Kid that comes on the feed. Sometimes he annoys me because he sends me videos and I'm like, dude, I'll be in a nasty mood sometimes, brother. And I don't know, you know, I'll be in nasty moods, brother. And people just keep sending me stuff. And I'm like, what do y'all want me to do with this? Send me a check. Send me a damn check. That's the one thing I don't do. Last night, shout out to my brother Jarrell. My sister Edna. I'm just shouting out people who really supports. Darren Dobson. Did I forget somebody? So, the thing is, I was sitting back last night fighting with Super Chat or AdSense. I haven't had AdSense people in about 2 to 3 years. It might have been longer than that. And I was so pissed off that I gets into my YouTube yesterday. Jerome too. I got to shout out to my brother Jerome too. I was why is my light dim? You trying to dim my light? Dim my light. Picture that. See, I need to be getting lights and stuff like that, y'all. I gotta get lights. Everything costs. Nothing's free. I don't know what people think this stuff. Nothing's free. So I'm sitting back last night trying to figure out this AdSense. And they told me that I went against community guidelines. These motherfuckers gave me a they sent me a video to watch and said what was hate crime. They told me the reason why I'm not getting AdSense or super chats is because hate speeches against one group. I said, no, this can't be real. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I snapped. I'm literally, you know how they give you that little box you gotta type. I'm not Umar, I don't have to make up lies, but I can show you receipts. See, Umar make up lies and just tell y'all stuff, and y'all niggas just fall for it. Oh, Umar spent that $1 million, homie. He spent that money. So last night, I'm sitting back and I'm arguing with these people about my page, and they telling me that I do hate speeches. I said, nigga, what did I have? What did I say that was hate? What did I say that was hate? So they said, when you talk about other group of people, I said, you mean to tell me, now I'm pissed off, that Tariq Nasheed can call people tethers, tell people to look at flies that eat curry goats, or like, that's insulting people. That would be a hate speech. But they never took Tariq page down. Now, some of y'all may say that these dudes are agents. I don't know if they're agents. But I was pissed off because there's nothing hateful no lie, here it is right here. Nothing hateful that I speak. That's what they sent me. They said, watch the video. I'm sitting back saying, you got to be joking. They literally told me to watch the video.
Includes hate speech, like news coverage of world events, if the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic in nature. This is not a free pass to promote hate speech, and it's important that the purpose of the video is not to directly encourage violence or promote hatred against individuals or groups. Let's take a look at a few examples. A creator uploads a video using slurs to describe members of a religious group and goes on to say the world would be better off without these people. In another video, a documentary features interviews with people from 2 different religious groups, during which the interviewees use derogatory words. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines? Yes. The first video violates our hate content policy. YouTube does not allow use of slurs with the intent to attack, dehumanize, or degrade members of protected groups. But what about a documentary that shows people promoting hate speech? Would that be okay? To learn that and more about our policies around hate content, go to the YouTube Help Center article linked here, or use the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
They sent me that video.
Remove content promoting violence.
Hold up. Somebody got to help me out. I ain't never throw no slurs at nobody, but Tariq throws slurs at people. Ain't that kind of crazy? Nigga, like, I said, what the hell? I'm pissed off. And I'm sitting here watching it. I can't even watch 5 minutes. I was like, are you freaking serious? You mean to tell me that Tariq can call people tethers? It's not nobody reporting me, baby. I don't know about the reporting part. I don't know. Y'all know, if y'all, you know what, people are so much of an expert. Do you know what you have to go through? No, I'm going to explain to you how this works, okay? As long as we disrespecting each other and we're fighting one another, it's fine. As long as we're talking about each other, it's fine. As long as we're shooting, thank you, my brother Bush kid. Long as we're shooting, calling people tethers, y'all act like y'all experts in this motherfucker. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna tell you, somebody reported you. Who cares? You can report a lot of people. That don't mean that they're gonna take it down. How about all of y'all report Tariq's channel for disrespecting people? You think they're gonna take it down? No. Think about it. Report Tariq. He disrespects everybody. Caribbean people, Mexican people, Puerto Rican people, but he's never going to disrespect a white person or a Jewish person. See how that works? He will never disrespect none of them. Is it working yet, y'all? See, when you speak the truth, right, you don't get supported. So that's why I said support what I'm doing. So all this I had to go through. So the dude said, I said, well, show me where I did hate speech. I said, I deal with truth. I'm a journalist, B. I want if I can show him all my stuff. I've been in radio for real, for real. These are radio shows. These are radio shows, right? Hold up. These are radio shows, and I have more of radio shows. I said, I'm a journalist. Look me up online. I get pissed off and say, Google me, goddammit. Google me. I'm a journalist. So I went through all of that. And I'm up last night and I'm pissed off. And I'm like, man, if y'all just knew what I go through. I don't get paid off of this, people. I don't get paid off a super chat, AdSense, none of that. This is why I ask people to support what I'm doing, because to do this work, people, it costs. Books cost, travel cost, hotels cost. I'm not asking you to pay for me to do those things, but this is why white people are, so-called white people are where they're at, because their people will invest in their people, even if it's a lie. I hope y'all got that. Even if it's a lie. And Allahi, I'll go up against any black person that you know on social media, any black person that you know on social media, for the truth. Okay, so I laid my rant out. If you don't like it, either you confront me now or get the hell off the feed, because trust me, it's too hot in this heat tank, baby. You don't want it. You don't want this in the heat tank. Don't want to step in the heat tank with Sabir. Trust me, you don't. So if you don't like it, you don't like my attitude, kick rocks. I'm from Philadelphia, baby. All right. So again, y'all should report Tariq for hate crimes, not Sabir Bey for hate crimes, because I don't teach hate. So let's get this thing started. I said what I said. If you don't like it, share it out to the ones that think they can do something. Let's go.
Most of my Latino and Black people who are struggling to get food, clothes, and shelter in the hood are so concerned with that philosophizing about freedom and socialist democracy is usually, unfortunately, beyond their rationale. They don't realize that America can't exist without separating them from their identity. Because if we had some sense of who we really are, there's no way in hell we'd allow this country to push its genocidal consensus on our homelands. This ignorance exists, but it can be destroyed. Niggas talk about change and working within the system to achieve that. The problem with always being a conformist is that when you try to change the system from within, it's not you who changes the system. It's the system that will eventually change you. There is usually a country to push its genocidal consensus on our homelands. This ignorance exists.
Come on, y'all,
but it
turn up
can
the
be
volume.
destroyed. Niggas talk about change and working within the system to achieve that. The problem with always being a conformist is that when you try to change the system from within, it's not you who changes the system. It's the system that will eventually change you. There is usually nothing wrong with compromising a situation, but compromising yourself in a situation is another story completely. And I have seen this happen long enough in the few years that I've been alive to know that it's a serious problem. Latino America is a huge colony of countries whose presidents are cowards in the face of economic imperialism. You see, third world countries are rich places, abundant in resources, and many of these countries have the capacity to feed their starving people, and the children we always see digging for food and trash on commercials. But plutocracies, in other words, a government run by the rich, such as this one, and traditionally oppressive European states, force the third world into buying overpriced, unnecessary goods while exporting huge portions of their natural resources. I'm quite sure that people will look upon my attitude and sentiments and look for hypocrisy and hatred in my words. My revolution is born out of love for my people, not hatred for others. You see, most of Latinos are here because of the great inflation that was caused by American companies.
Come on, let's get these lights and the hearts up. Let's go.
Aside from that, many are seeking a life away from the puppet democracies that were funded by the United States. Places like El Salvador, Guatemala, Peru, Colombia, Nicaragua, Ecuador, and República Dominicana. And not just Spanish-speaking countries either, but Haiti and Jamaica as well. As different as we have been taught to look at each other by colonial society, we are in the same struggle. And until we realize that, we'll be fighting for scraps from the table of a system that has kept us subservient instead of being self-determined. And that's why we have no control over when the embargo will stop in Cuba or when the bombs will stop dropping in Vieques. But you see, here in America, the attitude that is fed to us is that outside of America, there live lesser people. Fuck them, let them fend for themselves. No, fuck you. They are you. No matter how much you want to dye your hair blonde and put fake eyes in,
One more
or
time,
follow
run
an
that back.
anorexic self-determined. And that's why we have no control over when the embargo will stop in Cuba or when the bombs will stop dropping in Vieques. But you see, here in America, the attitude that is fed to us is that outside of America, there live lesser people. Fuck them, let them fend for themselves. No, fuck you. They are you. No matter how much you want to dye your hair blonde and put fake eyes in, or follow an anorexic standard of beauty, or no matter how many diamonds you buy from people who exploit your own brutally to get them, no matter what kind of car you drive, or what kind of fancy clothes you put on, you will never be them. They're always going to look at you as nothing but a little monkey. I'd rather be proud of what I am rather than desperately try to be something I'm really not, just to fit in. And whether we want to accept it or not, that's what this culture or lack of culture is feeding us. I want a better life for my family and for my children, but it doesn't have to be at the expense of millions of lives in my homeland. We're given the idea that if we didn't have these people to exploit, that America wouldn't be rich enough to let us have these little petty material things in our lives as basic standards of living. No, that's wrong. It's the business giants and the government officials who make all the real money. We have whatever they kick down to. My enemy is not the average white man. It's not the kid down the block or the kids I see on the street. My enemy is the white man I don't see. The people in the White House, the corporate monopoly owners, fake liberal politicians. Those are my enemies. The generals of the armies that are mostly conservative. Those are the real motherfuckers that I need to bring it to. Not the poor, broke, country-ass soldier that's too stupid to know shit about the way things are set up.
Listen.
In fact, I have more in common with most working and middle-class white
Come on,
people
y'all, let's get it
than I
right
do
up.
with most rich Black and Latino people. As much as racism bleeds America, we need to understand that classism is the real issue. Many of us are in the same boat, and it's sinking while these bougie motherfuckers ride on the luxury liner. And as long as we keep fighting over kicking people out of the little boat we're all in, we're going to miss an opportunity to gain a better standard of living as a whole. In other words, I don't want to escape the plantation. I want to come back, free all my people, hang the motherfucker that kept me there, and burn the house to the goddamn ground. I want to take over.
Oh, I real like that. Maybe that's the hate speech right there. Yeah, that's me all day. Let's go. Let's rewind that back. Say it again, Tech.
Over kicking people out of the little boat we're all in, we're going to miss an opportunity to gain a better standard of living as a whole. In other words, I don't want to escape the plantation. I want to come back, free all my people, hang the motherfucker that kept me there, and burn the house to the goddamn ground. I want to take over the encomienda and give it back to the people who work the land. You cannot change the past, but you can make the future. And anyone who tells you different is a fucking lethargic devil. I don't look at a few token Latinos and Black people in the public eye as some type of achievement for my people as a whole. Most of those successful individuals are just sellouts and house people. But I don't consider brothers a sellout if they move out of the ghetto. Poverty has nothing to do with our people. It's not in our culture to be poor. That's only been the last 500 years of our history. Look at the last 2,000 years of our existence and what we brought to the world in terms of science, mathematics, agriculture, and forms of government. You know, the idea of a confederation of provinces where one federal government controls the states? The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death by his own people, because he representation of provinces where one federal government controls the states. The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death by controls the states. The Europeans who came to the world in terms of science, mathematics, agriculture, and forms of government. You know, the idea of a confederation of provinces where one federal government controls the states. The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death by his own people, because he represented the agenda of white Spaniards once he was captured, not the Aztec people who would become Mexicans. So in conclusion, I'm not going to vote for the idea of a confederation of provinces where one federal government controls the states. The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death by his own people, because he represented the agenda of white Spaniards once he was captured, not the Aztec people who would become Mexicans. So in conclusion, I'm not going to vote for anybody just because they black or Latino. They have to truly represent the community and represent what's good for all of us proletariat. Porque si no, entonces te mando pa'l carajo, cabrón, gusano, hijo de puta. Seremos libres pronto. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Viva la revolución!
Shout out to Mortal Technique. And those people have become Ariscos. It was funny because I was telling my son, my daughter's mother, about teachers, and they better never call my child black. First of all, my daughter don't even have, and my son don't even have a European name. They don't have it. So again, if you come to this feed and you don't like what I'm saying, please leave quietly and go to the other channels. Now, if you have something that you would like to share with some facts, then you can come on the feed. Okay? Okay? So this is really what's happening. Right? So I show factology every time I come on his feed. Facts. That I come on his feed. Shout out to my brother Bush Kid. He said pass the plate. So listen, y'all, I'm getting ready to go back into a studio, which I don't want to. I really don't want to go back in studio, but shout out to my ex program director, actually manager. He was like, yo, Sabir, we got a studio for you. And I shot a pilot for it also. So we'll be back in the studio. I really don't want to be in the studio because I've been in the studio from 2003 to 2009. In Philly when I was on radio. Then I came to LA and I went back on radio on LA Talk Live in RMC. And I really didn't want to be in the studio because being in the studio, you locked in. But the thing with technology now, you can move around. You can move around now. So I could do my show. And when I was in Turkey and when I was in Tunis and I was in Morocco, they was like, yo, you should do radio over here. And I thought about it. I was on this island called Malta too. They told me I should do radio over there. He was like, yo, you'll do good, but I have children in the States, but I'm trying to work it out and have my children overseas. Because first of all, they wouldn't be getting poisoned mentally or physically. Mentally or physically. So if y'all don't like what I'm saying, even join the feed and holler at your boy. Okay, but you better come correct. I don't want to see nobody ass, nobody talking crazy. I'm gonna put the link up here one more time for y'all. So hit the link and let's talk. Don't ask me 1,000,001 questions if you're not a portion that support what I do. If you don't donate anything anyway. That's the link. Come on down, baby. So I'll be back in the studio real soon, people. The studio is dope as hell. It's a podcast joint, but it's dope as hell, yo. So I'll be back real soon. I might start playing these old shows from 2005. That's my radio show. Costello's. This was a CEI agent that came on a DEA agent that came on my show in 2005. Damn. Oh, the Moors, 2005. History of the Moors, 2004. Damn. These are called, man, I feel like Ye. You know how he snatched his masters? Oh, 2005. Indian slaves. Ooh, damn. So, damn, think about that. So, yeah, I got a whole bunch of these things, man. They're called masters. So, we're going to be back in the studio real soon. That's going to be lit. And what the crazy part is, people want to come around you when stuff is riding right. I test everybody. I don't give a damn who you are, female, male, whatever you are, I test you. I'm just letting y'all know. Everybody get tested. Again, shout out to my brother Crumb from Crumb TV. Okay. So, yeah, these are all masters. I was the one that brought Sophia Stewart on the radio back then in 2004 in Philadelphia. Y'all don't even know what these things are. Damn, these are a lot of old shows, man. A lot. Mother of the Matrix, Part 2. Ooh, damn. Yeah. So this is a very, very hard thing to do, people. I just want to let y'all know And I get up every day, try to figure out how I'm going to make this work and make it make sense out of people, and ask people stop hiding behind social media. I'm not going to argue with you, but if you come to this feed, please show me some facts. Show me some proof. I'm not here to beat up Umar Johnson. None of that stuff. I'm not here to do that. He laid his own bed. He promised y'all a school, so that's karma's a big. I look at karma, and also, I'm not here to talk about Deion Sanders. I see all the jokes about Deion Sanders. I know stuff about Deion Sanders that he did to his ex-wife Pilar, which I know Pilar Sanders personally. And karma is a mug. So make sure you are doing the right thing. Not a black and white thing. Okay? So again, man, this brother right here, I commend this brother. I don't know if y'all familiar with this, if the foundational Black Americans are not talking about this brother, but I have to bring this up because I am a journalist, people. I am a person who do research, and I sit back and I wait to see who's going to talk about this. This brother went over to Gaza, right, to help. Why we are only beefing with each other. The crazy part about black people in the United States, we'll fight amongst each other. We'll beat each other up, but we will never fight against oppression. So I'm gonna give this brother, and I'm with this brother, and what the only thing I can do is to spread the word about him, and I want y'all to spread the word. This brother went overseas, and if you're not familiar with him, if you have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, I want y'all to look him up, and it's quite a few of them that went over to Gaza, and he was dealing with human rights, and I was watching a video, and I was like, shout out to Saul Williams too. Saul Williams posted this up on Instagram. And when you really in tune with humanity, people, it hits different. But this brother went over to Gaza to help. That's humanitarian. That's humanitarian. We black people will tear each other down on social media, and Europeans will always use that against each other, us. And this is what I'm seeing right now. Niggas talk about boycotting African braiding centers, but they're not going to boycott Gucci. Let me give y'all some more. They're not going to boycott Gucci. They're not going to boycott. Let me give you some names. Louis Vuitton, Gucci. I don't wear none of these things. Whatever, Prada. The niggas talking about boycotting African braiding centers. Nigga, please. And this is the weird part. You have dudes who don't do no research like Tariq. And if you don't like that I said Tariq's name, all y'all got to do is send this to Tariq Nasheed. You cannot go head to head with me on here. It's not going to work. So what you can do is go share this to Tariq Nasheed. Okay? I can't hear who. You can't hear. Oh, no. He's not on here. You're talking about the dude? He's not on here. Just go to Instagram. He's on Instagram. He's on the gram. Just go to Saul Williams on Instagram, but just punch the brother's name in. I sat back and it's an interview with him, and he was talking about this may be my last video. The real rap. There's a video. I was trying to find it, but he was talking about this may be my last. I have children, and if you have children, you feel that. Children are being bombed, right? Children are being bombed and starved, just like in Nazi Germany. Think about it for a minute. Think about that for a minute. Niggas, y'all probably eat 10 times in one day. 10 times in one day. 10 times. This should, if Tariq has a platform, why aren't he talking about that? Humanity. Because it's not about humanity. That nigga staying in a white man's house. He's driving a white man's car. He's wearing a white man's suit. He's using a white man's social media to disrespect each other. And you niggas fall for it. Y'all some scary Negroes, bro. And you cheerlead. We gotta pay him. We fighting for our people. We gotta get reparations. What did Tariq teach? You tell me. What is he teaching? Share this. I want everybody to share this to Tariq Nasheed. We both in California. We both in LA. We both in Southern Cali. We both here. Where y'all at? Okay. Had to go grab something. Who built Tariq Nasheed's house? Y'all niggas are so scary because I ain't worried about a nigga putting their hands on me. Believe me, you. Only thing these niggas gonna do is go tell the white man. I don't run and tell the white man. I don't sue my brothers. I get on the phone with my brothers if I got beef with them and talk with them because I understand history. I commend this brother right here. I commend him because I know history. And history is really repeating itself again. Why y'all so quiet on the feed? You notice you're quiet, huh? Because this is not the yelling part of the show and calling people tethers and coons. That's a hate crime, people. So I studied history. And what I was looking up, let me ask y'all a question. And if you got the answer, please come on the feed. Again, don't try to steal no content on here because it don't work, people. It don't work. I will mix stuff up so much that you couldn't even catch up with what I'm saying. Europeans have always did this, B. He have always created these conflicts. I need y'all to understand me, okay? Are y'all ready? I'm going to show y'all how simple this is. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Okay, so please share it out. Because trust me, you ain't getting these lessons on their shows. Researchers get paid a lot of money, B. Let me give y'all a little bit of history facts, okay? What's the foundational Black Americans don't teach you. Those captives that are also the ancestors of those in America who call themselves African Americans, not only did the Portuguese defeat and invade the Arab states, but they also encouraged the Arabs to fight each other. Now, you would think that they're talking about these light-skinned people. No, they're not. No, they're not. I need y'all to take a picture that lasts longer. I want y'all to pay attention. Is everybody all right? Hold up. Is everybody good? Take a picture. It lasts a little longer now. If I'm wrong, you foundational Black Americans or you so-called Black folks, it's your opportunity to come at Sabir with some facts. So what Arabs were they talking about? Then it says the Encyclopedia Britannica says that the Portuguese became skilled in playing the small state against another. Ooh, did y'all know that? He said, I must say, Sabir got me on a once a day eating more energy. No doubt, brother. No doubt. That's good. I'm glad I can be of service to you. So let's get these foundational Black Americans on here. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. How many of the foundational Black Americans know that? And tell me if this is what's going on right now. Wait a minute. Skilled in playing one state against the other. It also says both Mombasa in Kenya and Pate in Kenya. Look, defeated by what? Oh, y'all want me to go deeper into this? Y'all follow me on Instagram? Are y'all following me on TikTok? Let me know if y'all confused about something. Raise your hand like you in school. Hold up. Are y'all getting this yet? Now, when you go research this, make sure you say I got it from Sabir, but you're going to mess up this thing, B. Oh, you're going to mess it up if you don't talk to the original people who did the research on this. So let me help y'all out. Are we good? Okay. Let me give you the source from which these things come from. What Arabs are we talking about? The Hausa? Which Arabs? Where's my experts in the Nation of Islam at? Where's the experts at in the nation? Come on. Did they get paid for researching? Let's move forward. Are we good? Okay, so let's move. Let's go over here for 1 second. Pay attention and tell me what this sounds like. It sounds like the Art of War. Hold up. Let's go. Hmm. Such It says such as the Eastern African coast, the Portuguese employed tactics of playing smaller local states against another to establish, maintain control. Oh my God, dang that. Y'all not getting this yet? I guarantee you ain't getting this on these platforms, bro. No, 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 no. Let's move forward. The same tactics are happening, people. Y'all don't get it yet? You got these people on social media arguing with each other for what? What are they arguing against? What have any of the foundational Black Americans taught you? What have they taught you? I'm asking the foundational Black Americans. I told you this is a very, very hard job to do, bro. That's why I sit back and laugh at all of this. I could walk y'all through the whole history. Now, I just took you from a book directly to take you online because that's where y'all get your information from online. There it is right there. So they play these little groups against each other. This is nothing new. Should I go back to that again? Should I go back to the last one? Let's go back to this again if I can find it. 1 second. Matter of fact, let's go back. Is everybody all right? Are we good? I'm showing you what researchers do. So, if you read in the Britannica, you will find that they did this. Now, how many of y'all ever went to Portugal? I was there. Look at this. It says in 1589, they would not call people black people back then. People were not called black back then. After the 1600s, that's when they became black people. Way after that. Hold up. Let's go back. If y'all confused about something, let me know. Because I told you I got receipts and I'm ready for whoever throws it at me. Let's go back. Again, they played each other and they still doing the same thing. They defeated and invaded cities. They also encouraged the Arabs to fight each other. Oh my God. Brother, come on. Y'all got to jump on the feet. Tell me if this is what's going on right now. Come on, man. What did I tell y'all the other day? They're going to pay certain people to make others go fight against the other ones. It's never changed because we have not learned the lesson yet. We haven't learned our lesson yet. Woo! Can I move forward? This is why they don't want Sabir Bey sitting in none of these rooms. No, they don't want Sabir in the room because I'm going to make it make sense. Let's go to something else to make it make sense. Okay? Is everybody all right? I need some foundational Black Americans to come with some receipts, okay? Let's move forward. Let's go into another book on history. You ready? This is a children's book. Let's blow this up. I bought this from Spain. And the crazy part is it's in every language. At the beginning of the 8th century, the Moors arrived, whose religion was Islam, right? We call them Muslims or Mohammedans or Saracens. The Moors are Saracens. The Moors are Saracens, right? The Moors are Saracens. Okay. Then it says they fought amongst themselves and the Christians and lost their sense of unity and split up into multitude of small independent kingdoms called taifas. Taifas are tribes, people. Is it making sense? Taifas are tribes. So if you foundational Black American, please come on the feed. If not, I'm going to get rid of you in a heartbeat. I'm giving y'all the opportunity. I'm giving you the foundation. Kevin, if you won, please hit the link, brother. Don't try to steal the content. It's better to hit the link and come on the feed, okay? I'm making it very, very clear. If you foundational Black American, please hit that link right there. If you can't see that one, go to this one before 1492. Go to this one, Sabir Bey. Go to Sabir Bey to get Tagetsu Bey. If you keep typing, I would definitely get rid of you. But this is not the show for you. Okay? It's not. Now you can go get your head of the FBA, Tariq, anybody else, because I am on TikTok and it is on X. So you can go get them. So this is history, people. They fought amongst themselves. We haven't learned the lesson yet. Damn. We have not learned the lessons yet. So all these niggas that talk about boycott, tell them to boycott Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, BMW, Versace. Tell them to boycott those things. Nope. Why would I do that? I boycotted Starbucks. That's a fact. I definitely boycotted Starbucks.
And when my respectfully, I'm not boycotting no African braiding shops. I'm not. Y'all gonna have to beat me up about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm bald headed. I cut my hair. And when my hair was about this thick, this long, they was able to put box braids into my hair, knotless box braids. I was able to get my hair cornrow. My African braiding shop, they take out my braids, wash my hair, detangle it, and then put in new braids without an appointment. Without an appointment. I get my braids done in 4 hours. 4 hours. I can order food to the African braiding shops. I can have my friends sit in the African braiding shops with me. I don't even gotta ask. Shit, if I have kids, I could probably sit my kids in the African braiding shops and I don't have to ask. They have AC in my African braiding shop and a flat screen TV. Each mirror is a LED light mirror. Okay? The African braiding shops has developed. I'll be damned if I have to sit there and read a fucking policy to get my hair fucking braided. I don't have to put a deposit with the African braiders. Each African braider that touch my head fucking eats down. I don't gotta pick somebody. Whoever gets me, I'm blessed to have. I don't gotta bring my own hair. I don't have to bring my own braiding hair. Shit, sometimes I don't even have to bring my own human hair if I don't want to. Okay, they have whatever color you want, actually. So I don't know where this, we boycotting the African braiders. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I won't. I won't. My African braiders are 24 hours. You see, it's 11 p.m. right now as I'm making this video, and I need to get cornrows done tomorrow morning. If I wanted to leave my house right now to go get my cornrows done right now, I could have got it done without an appointment. Boycott what? Respectfully.
And that's the crazy part. Boycott what and for what? I don't even know what Grant went, but I guarantee it's something negative that's going to come out of Grant's mouth. I guarantee it. I'm just going to bring him on for entertainment purposes for a second. Why you always laying in the bed every time you're on my feed, bro? What's up with you, man? You comfortable, bro? Okay, he just want to try to see him laying in the bed. Okay, peace, brother. Leave our country. No, they're not immigrants. Black people are immigrants too. Then, so let me ask you a question. This is a serious question. How long have Irish people been in the United States? I'm asking you, Kevin. What's the name? I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. What's the name of this country? Very simple. I can ask my 6-year-old daughter this. What's the name of this country? And how long blacks been here? Maybe Grant can answer that question without yelling.
Bro, but you saying it like it's just us bringing all this noise.
Brother,
bringing it on one.
I just asked him a question. See how people can't hear? Both sides. I don't take sides with nobody. It's an action and a reaction. When you do something to someone, it's a reaction. Yes, I know people are arrogant in certain places because this is what's being taught to our people. It's ignorance in and of itself. That's the reality. It's just ignorance. This is the thing, bro. I'm not going to do something because, like, you got to touch me. Words don't bother me. Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second.
Peace.
Give me 1 second. What's up, bro?
They calling?
Huh?
That was your phone.
Hold on 1 second, brother. Give me 1 minute. I don't know why this dude wants to keep coming on the feed to yell. Like, I don't even this, and I do it purposely to keep him bringing on. Watch this. What's up, brother? Watch this. I can't make this up. I need this brother to control what he's saying. He's still talking. I'm not even bringing you on, brother. Just fall back, brother. It's okay. God damn, dude. Like, he's emotional. It's on. Brother. I can block you again. I can really block you again. Okay, that's what you want. Not a problem. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna block you again so you can make another page and go watch from afar. Okay. I'm going to block you again because I'm giving you opportunity to talk. Now, when you can calm down, it's fine. Everybody wants me to keep getting rid of you, brother. They want you. Okay, see you later. Don't come back or I'll block you. Just fall back, okay? Or they do the same thing. This is weird. Until someone touches you, unless he can come on the feed and literally tell me how long Black's been here, how long Arab's been here, how long Irish been here, how long Chinese. Simple question. If he can come on the feed and give me the name of the country, I'll bring him back. All this extra rah-rah stuff, I don't want to hear it, bro. All the extra, I don't want to hear it. Period. Stop. It's not going to work, brother. This show is not for you. Go send it to somebody who can answer the question. It's very simple. Okay? It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's simple. Nigga, I don't even need nobody to agree with me on my show. I'm just asking a simple question. Why do you? No, we're doing the same thing. Monkey, what do you do? A monkey see, monkey do type stuff? Come on, brother, stop it. What's up, Jarrell? Damn, boy.
Peace.
That nigga, he's one that don't even support. He don't even donate nothing. He keep trying to come over here and say things. Oh, brother, you act like you hate. No, I love my people. Weird, ain't it?
You know, love them so much that they come on here and try to fight you. And you still do what you do.
I blocked him before. He made another page to come on. I would never listen, bro. If you block me, I'm never coming to your site again. Never, ever watching you. I'll make my own goddamn page and do something. It improves Sabir step by step. Yeah, he was blocked, brother. He was definitely blocked. And the weird part is I'm bringing him on, and this is the type of person that I am. I will give a person an opportunity. If I ask the question, listen to the question. He probably one of the ones that didn't pay attention when he was in school, right? Answer the question. I said, give me the name of the country, right? And how long Black Arabs been here, Chinese people been here, Irish people been here, and Black people, right? Automatically you can answer. This is why they look at us like we crazy. We crazy than the mother. He's more emotional than anything else.
Exactly.
I'm cool. I ain't never worried about a nigga touching me because I'm everywhere. But I guarantee you this, I was taught if you put your hands on me, make sure you don't put them on somebody else. So all you're going to do is go tell the white man. I don't run and tell the white man on nothing. So stick with the program, bro. It's okay. He still ain't blocked yet. So if he can answer those questions, he definitely can come over here. Okay? So I sat back and I thought about it. I sent my brother Jarrell a lot of documents. These niggas don't research anything. And I just Jarrell, the stuff I sent you yesterday, it was crazy, wasn't it? I said, yo.
So the same thing he asking y'all right now is what he sent me yesterday. And I was looking at it like, damn, that's crazy.
Ain't that crazy? Everything I sent him was there, right? So the question was, or is, are Irish people foundational? But now I'm going to show you how this can come full circle. Irish people have a long history immigrating to the United States within a sufficient waves dating back to the 17th century. Wait a minute. So wouldn't they be foundational Black Americans, bro? Or would they? Because they say they're greats, right? I'm just asking a simple question.
So yeah, by their logic, that would be correct.
They ain't dealing with no logic, brother. You got to be crazy. I don't know what logic is. The white man's words, brother. I don't know what you talking about. Logic is the white man's words. I don't take that white man's words, brother. I don't even know what logic is, brother. What's logic? What is logic? I don't even know what logic is. What is logic? I don't know what that is. I never read logic.
You know, because if they would use logic, we the only people that do this. Mexicans don't say we're foundational brown Mexicans. Chinese don't say they're foundational yellow Chinese. Only our crazy people doing it.
Because we want something for nothing. Something for nothing. When I was in the UK, I was at this barrister's house. I told the story before. She said Black people in the United States are creatures, they love the trauma cup. That's how she called it. It's called the trauma cup. Trauma cup. They love trauma. They can get on his feet and yell and scream and kick. I ain't going nowhere. These niggas are crazy. There are named their moms. They're more German and Irish. Oh yeah, we are the original Germans too, because you know the German only means a German. You do know that, right? The germ man. Hold up. Let me help y'all out. Just in case y'all don't know how this works, okay? What did he just say? They still come from the Moors. You want me to show you how this works? You want to see how this works? Hold up. Watch this. Watch this, Jarrell. You see how this works? I know this is a hard pill to swallow. Hold up. Let's help him out, bro. We're gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out.
Language.
Oh, language is a mug, ain't it? Oh, damn. Hold up. 1 second. We got more.
See?
I know they don't pick these things up. Hold up. I know they don't pick these things up. It's kind of crazy, ain't it? Damn, these books are heavy as a motherfucker.
See, language. You travel and you learn a little bit of dialect. Je parle un peu de français. Ich bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Yo hablo un poco de español.
Come on, baby.
Language.
Which one? How many language? The rare part, right? So they say they're German, right? So if you understood the history of the Moors, right? If you understood the history of the Moors, then you would know. Go look up the Moors in Germany. Please go to YouTube and look up the Moors in Germany. But let me see if I can pull something else that's going to make it make sense.
Coburg.
Yeah, go look up Coburg and see if these people. I keep trying to tell you, you can't steal what I'm showing you, so you're going to have to contact me. They love to steal content, brother. They'll sit on his feed and try to steal everything that I'm saying, but you're going to have to contact me eventually to make this make sense, because I am a researcher. I don't go online researching. I've been to a lot of countries, bro. Let me see if I can pull this one up. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, like I said, first time I saw the Black Madonna, I was in Germany.
Ooh,
Blew my mind.
here they go right here. Let's go see. Let's go find out. Oh, snap. Moors in French, German, Dutch, and other European. Oh my God. What the hell? Sucky. Marinate on that for a minute. Let me give them the breakdown of how this works. Morel, black man. Here's the different variations of the word Moor. Maury, Maurin. So somebody that looks like us. Somebody looked like us is misleading us. That's why when you listen to Mortal Technique, he said they were stoned. Montezuma was stoned by his own people. And that's what's going to happen to these black people that's on social media. Think about what I'm telling you, bro. Like, you can't, none of them. I don't care which one. Close your eyes and pick which one that you want.
They hiding from them rocks.
Oh,
They ain't
listen.
trying to get stoned.
Listen, dude. This is why you don't see me on their platforms. I don't give a damn which one y'all pick in this conscious community. Go pick any of them and let's have this conversation.
Yeah, the one thing is that like I'm looking at the one perspective of the benefit of now everybody do want to aspire to be somebody that's reporting information, but you know, like you saying, the source where you sourcing your info is like, all right, I got to do this for my check. That way, then they can go into the future and say, all right, I'm a plan to take these trips and travel around to see more stuff. Cause he's like,
Bruh.
damn, all this time I look back, my 10-year career, I was lying this whole time. I ain't know none of this.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? And this is listen, bro. When I was going overseas, I thought I knew something. I'm gonna be lawhead. Anybody who watched my videos, every time I would go overseas, I would sit on the bed in Spain and be like, nigga, I have a real colonized mind. I did. We're rap. Anybody. It took me 5 to 6 years of going over there, right? Every time I would go back, I would sit on the bed, be like, nigga, I was colonized. It's stuff that honestly Jarrell traveled, but you know, you was more so in the military. But when I was in these countries, I was in places that niggas probably wouldn't go. My boy was in I was in Turkey. If I call him right now, he'll say to you, he was in Turkey. He said, nigga, you where at in Turkey? He was in the military. And he said this was in 1985, 86, 7, something like that. He said when he went to Turkey, he got off the plane because when you're in the military, they tell you where to go, where you can't go in certain places. He said he went to a spot and they told him in Turkey, they told him to get his ass back on the plane and get back to his base. That's what they told him. His name is Jerry.
Yep. Yeah, it's like that. There's certain parts overseas where they tell you if you're in the military, hey, don't go to those areas because them people don't like you.
Did you ever figure out, to the brother Jarrell, did you ever kind of figure out, I mean, you contemplate about it now, but did you ever figure out how are they strategically able to just be like, all right, we set up shop right here and we telling y'all not to go over here? It's like, did they ever come, do the people ever see that, okay, let's kick the quote unquote colonizers out off the land because they causing the division?
There you go. But they got to remember, brother, they're in the military. So if you're in the military, you are property of the United States government. It's called
Right.
Like you can't say if they want a tooth taken out of you, if you're in the military, they're going to take your tooth out, even if it's not bad. If they choose to do that, these are the things, brother. And this is why when you study history, I'm not part of no Nation of Islam, no 5%, no Moorish Science Temple, none of that. I'm not part of no groups, no clubs, because you can't dictate to me. I'm sorry, I'm not a person that follow fake rules. That's just me. So if you're in the military, brother, you got to do what they say do. You can't.
So
you
because one thing I will say on that. So like when I was in Afghanistan, they say one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. So you over there and the people don't want you there. They talking about, oh, we got to go over and fight the Taliban and this and that. Them people ain't want us there.
See?
Mm-hmm.
And the only ones that did, they was getting something from the military. The military was giving them money for infrastructure.
Yes, they was.
Yeah, because I actually downloaded I saw that. I don't know if people remember, but a couple years back, maybe before the COVID, you remember they actually posted the information on the internet that they found all this gold over there, and something happened to those particular men that were taking the pictures with the gold and all that.
Well, you got to understand, brother. Remember that movie with Ice Cube? It was called The Three Kings.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Okay, what do you think they was dealing with? So they have to. So let me say this before I continue. Anybody that wants to try to bring it with anything pertaining to the Arabs, bring it to the cipher right now. You ain't got to type nothing. Just come on the feed. Since you keep bringing up Arabs, if you believe that you want to go head to head with me, anything pertaining to Arabs, let's go head to head with some facts. What Arabs are we talking about? That goes for you foundational dead Americans too. Bring it. Bring it. So when I was in Turkey, the weird part, bro, I was in there by myself and it was wild as hell. Wild as hell, right? And my boy told me when I called him when I was over there, he said, yeah, they told my ass to get back on the plane and go back to my base. I was in a place, bro, that it looks like the Bronx in the 80s. If anybody know what the Bronx used to look like in the 80s, that's what it looks like. It would look like where I was staying at in Turkey.
Yeah, I saw those photos. Well, like a little clips of videos. I seen it. Yeah.
Bruh, let me tell you something. It hit me. And the thing about it, though, it reminded me of being in the States. I'm from Philly, but I remember that, right? So being in these places and being amongst the people and you're learning. Now, mind you, I'm over here. And they telling me to be careful about what I'm saying when I was live. If you go to my videos of punching Sabir Bay in Turkey, I stayed over there for 2 months, no vacation. I'm in the trenches with niggas. Like somebody knocked on my door. I was like, shit, nigga. Hey, Drew, I told this story before. I was like, nigga, because I was live, and somebody knocked on my door, and I said, yo. So I would string stuff up to make sure my doors was cool. You know what I mean? Because I was over there by myself. And every time I would go in my room, I would look under my beds, open my closets up. This was me every day. Because I'm by myself, because I know people follow you. They did that to Malcolm. They followed Malcolm when he was overseas, right? Every move he made. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I cracked my window, Allah. I cracked my window, right? So there's an awning that I can jump out the window and, and then escape. This is how crazy it was in Turkey. So I'm by myself. Every night I would go there. Did after about 4 or 5 days, I got comfortable. But you don't supposed to never get too comfortable. But I got comfortable. because I got cool with a lot of dudes. Because as I was sitting downstairs talking to the people, they started telling me stuff. And I was like, yo, that I can't tell y'all on here, right? I can, but it was weird as I'm talking to these people. They never knew I was from the United States. They was like, they thought I was from somewhere else until I opened my mouth. They said, how do you have so much knowledge of Turkey? And on top of that, I'm a Bey. The Beys, if you go to Turkey, you'll see the Beys all day. If you go to Tunis, you'll see the Beys all day. We're not talking about Turkey. We talk about the Ottoman, which the season autumn come from. That's where the season autumn come from. It was the fall of the Ottoman Turks, and you put the turkey on the table. It was fall. The season was called autumn, and they call it fall. And they put the turkey on the table, and you niggas eat it. Crazy, right? Wow. I'm standing there in Turkey with an Ottoman flag and a Turkish flag. You know what they told me when I was over there? Be very careful with that. I can pull the picture up. It was crazy as hell. As I'm standing over there, I had the Ottoman flag, and I was like, wait a minute. And the dude was like, be careful. Because, remind you, I don't know what's going on. I'm seeking the knowledge. I'm not sitting behind social media. I'm seeking the knowledge and trying to figure it out. Okay, what is the cause? What is the problem? What is happening? Knowing the history of being a Moor, being here, we know about the Ottoman Turks or the fall of the Ottoman Turks. We're not talking about the ones that you see today. Even the Star of David comes out of Turkey. The Jews fly.
The song from Razzcast, Nature the Threat.
Yeah, that's a hell of a song.
He put it in there.
He put it in there too. Razzcast said it. He put it in the song. Right? He said it in there. Yes, he did. Right? So let me show you again. Look at this nigga. He's just yelling. He don't even know his mic on. He's just yelling. Look, Grant is back on my feet, just yelling. Just I gotta have him say something. I gotta have him say something. He just gotta say something. So yes, that was Turkey right there, right? That's the Blue Mosque. So as I'm there, right, I'm sitting here tripping off of this, but at the same time, I'm learning something at the same time, and I'm like, wow, okay, kind of crazy, right? So as I'm standing there with the Ottoman flag, it was telling me the dude that took my picture when I was over there. He was like, yo, you know the history behind the Ottomans? I said, yeah, I know the history behind the Ottomans, and that's how we got into the conversation about the Ottoman Turks and what they looked like at the time. Oh, here you go. I'm gonna show you. Remember, I told you I got receipts. I'm gonna show you. He's still yelling, brother. Your mic is not even on. You're not even on the feed, brother. Just chill. It's okay. You might as well just fall back because I'm not bringing you on unless you can answer some of my questions. So there it is, right there. That's the Ottoman flag and the Turkish flag. That's me in Turkey. Right? That's Turkey. As I'm standing there, I'm tripping. And the dude said, and I got the flag over there. The dude was tripping up. He was tripping. He said, Sabir got stories even about you. Yeah, I do. I got a lot of stories, bro, in a lot of places. And stuff that honestly will blow your freaking mind. And this is why I said Negroes are scary. Like we'll fight amongst each other ungodly. Yes, I've been to Suleiman's Mosque. I made Salat. I made Salat in the Blue Mosque also. I think, and I went to the Hagia Sophia, which is actually a mosque. They turned that into a mosque now, the Hagia Sophia. So when I was over there, they told me about if they was to change the mosque in Cordoba, which I was in. Cordoba is like a football field, people. And the Mosquita, they turned it to a cathedral. So they said if they would give that back to the Muslims, then they would actually, give the Hagia Sophia back to the Christians. But the Hagia Sophia is a beautiful place, people. It's crazy dope. But when I was over there, mind you, I'm by myself. I think this was in Suleiman's Mosque. That's Malcolm in Egypt, and that's me in Turkey. I'm in Turkey, and that's Malcolm in Egypt. So this is the weird part. Me making Salat. It was so funny, right? I'm in there in my crazy colonized mind. I'm in there making Salat. Like, mind you, it's everybody in there. Africans in there. Everyone. Nobody said, I'm going to move my foot like Umar Johnson says. Nobody said that. It was people from Sudan, Somalia, You name it, brother. I'm in there with everyone. And I'm looking at everyone around the world. We make it salat, right? And I'm thinking in my crazy head, somebody want to start something in here. I swear to God, this is the mindset, the colonized mindset, bro. This is me. As I'm in there making salat, I said, nigga, somebody might, I'm on that type of shit, but nothing happened. And I would make salat every day. Imagine the Adhan being called there, and the Adhan being called by in Tunis or Morocco. It's a beautiful thing, right? It's so much. But if you go back to history, let me help y'all out. They don't understand history, brother, and it's repeating itself. Let me show you how it's repeating itself. Give me 1 second. All of this is repeating itself, brother. Give me 1 second. Let's find this other one again. I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can see this once again. How they did it. And we still haven't learned the lessons yet. Because we still fighting against one another. Give me 1 second. There it is right here. Let's pull this back up. And I hope Grant learns something. Because I don't even know why Grant's still on. He's still on the feed. Look, he's still on the feed with me. Oh, shoot. Let's go back to this one more time. Maybe he'll learn something. Okay? The captives are also ancestors of those in America who call themselves African Americans. Not only did the Portuguese defeat and invade these Arab cities, but they also encouraged the Arabs to fight each other for the Portuguese. We are doing the same thing, whether you're a police officer, whether you're a congressman, no matter what you are, we're doing the same exact thing. And on social media, we're doing the same exact thing and have not learned the lessons yet. Make me out of a liar. What I'm seeing in this so-called Black conscious community, we're doing the same thing. It's the same. Negroes have not learned the lessons yet. It's happening. He's not one of us. Go pick up an encyclopedia. Skilled in playing a small state against another. I was in Portugal. You would think, brother, that they would want to reach out to me and ask me what happened in Portugal.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, like, where do the people that's online talking, like, where the hell y'all getting these talking points from? Where they under the impression that the quote unquote new Africans from the continent supposedly
They
getting
don't
some.
even know where they getting it from. They don't even know where they're getting it from, but you follow people blindly.
Yeah,
This is why you don't see them calling me, brother. They don't want to call me. Why? Because I'm not someone. The white man is the devil, brother, and the cracker is this, brother. No, I don't talk like that. This is a children's book. I hope Grant do some research, brother. Spend some money. Stop buying money. Stop buying stuff off the Mexicans, brother. Okay? And the beginning of I'm not saying not to, but I'm just telling him not to do that. Because that's what they love to talk about, but they go spend their money with them. At the beginning of the 8th century, the Moors arrived, whose religion was Islam. We called the Muslims Mohammedans or Saracens, right? Then it says they fought. This is a total different book. They fought amongst themselves and the Christians and lost their sense of unity and split up in a multitude of small independent taifas, which is tribes. And needless to say, the Christians took advantage of this to reconquer their lands. We haven't learned. None of this stuff is new. Damn, dude.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's like, all right, they say, yeah, keep it all, like what Carter G. Woodson wrote about, keep their minds in a certain level where
Exactly.
that even the
Yep.
Africans, as intelligent as they are, clearly when they're left alone and not integrating into nothing, they're going to achieve. But now it's like, all right, everything is the quote unquote money grab.
Everything is money, and this is what is happening. So if they can't destroy you that way, right? They have to destroy your credibility. That's what they do, and that's what's happening. You ain't never hear me go at nobody on his feed talk about their tethers, their lies, they this. No, bro. This is in the children's book. I bought many of these books back from Spain.
They burning the word out, man. That shit like the word when the narcissists they just burn the word
Yeah.
out.
This is crazy, right? So this is the book I took with me to Portugal. I had many books I took to Portugal. I was there. But if I show you that I was there, you still argue with me, but these cats don't show you they've been nowhere. Because you don't know the history of what took place in Portugal. They really don't know what happened in Portugal, bro, and they can care less about what happened in Portugal. But you let
Yeah, they
these
could
people that
definitely
get on
care less.
social media say anything. Well, brother, I'm going to tell you because you know what? I seen it on YouTube, and it's what it was, brother, because I heard it, and this is what they said: foundational Black Americans. We ain't got nothing to do with Africans. We ain't got nothing to do with Arabs. We ain't got nothing to do with none of these people. Yeah, you do, because all those people were Moors. No matter which way you look at it, they were Moors. Period. Facts. Let me show you the castle that I've been to many times. I know this place like the back of my hand. I could walk around at nighttime with this. Go look it up. Castelos dos Muros. I can walk around there at night. Please look it up. I did a book on it. Come on, baby. Study history. So if you know that we were there in Portugal, we were there in Portugal.
Right. And I just learned about the king. I forget his name, but the king. He was like the fifth king
Oh,
of
hold on.
Brazil.
Hold on.
1800s.
Let me
Recent.
show you something. Let me give you something. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 second. You ready? This is in Portugal. Bear with me. So you gotta stay. That's all you gotta do is get our people to fight against one another. There you go. This is in Portugal. This is a whole timeline behind me, bro. That's a timeline behind me. But the kicker part to this is this. Let's show you this part. I know this place like the back of my hand. I can tell you everything about Portugal. I've been to a lot of places. Look what it says here. Oh, the old Moorish Mare Palace become the residency of the sovereign of Portugal. What? This is on the wall. But look at it. It's in Portuguese, Mouro, and in English. Same. One is Portuguese, and the other. So the Moors was before you would say black people, before any so-called black people. Oh, what do you mean, Sabir? Yes, you wasn't black until the 1500s. Them people are still you. They're you. Let's go to this map for a second. Is that all right? Y'all don't get it yet. Talking about we was the whole world, like all this was connected at once. That's why they don't teach you about Pangea. Who brought these people over here? We did. All you got to do is get sellouts. We got sellouts today. A lot of black sellouts. The arms of sovereignty. So when you go to this map, you see where my finger is pointing at. This is Portuguese, and this is English. It says it was captured by Alfonso III from the Moors. From Alfonso III from the Moors. Come on, family. We got to do better than this, bro. So they're going to teach your kids, well, you were foundational Black Americans. We were
Right?
found.
That's a fun. That sounds funny as a curriculum in the school.
Huh?
That sounds like it just sounds funny. Imagine the kids coming home like, "What do you like? What do you learn in class today?" Well, in foundational Black American course.
Foundational Black American course. Ain't no goddamn foundation. It's not even a foundational American course, bro.
Yo,
That's
I got them doing it in 2030. I could see it. Come to
it,
Harvard, come to Yale, and join our FBA course.
listen.
bruh.
It's
Where
not
we
even.
teach you about Michael Jordan and
We're gonna teach about Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, and Barack Obama was the first president, black president. He never called himself black. But anyway, this is called the Central Cultural Cabo Verde. Y'all can look this up. That's in Portugal also. And you see me with my book in my hand. Like I said, I'm carrying a book in my hand all the time. It's called Cabo Verde, not Cape Verde. Look it up. I got a lot of history inside that building when I was there. There's a lot of books inside there. Beautiful people. Funny, they said they don't call me black. Woo! Boy, only crazy people in the United States say I'm black people. I'm a black man, brother, because the black man is God. If the black man is God, then go produce some taller paper, black man. You're gonna go buy taller paper off the same white man that you talk about.
let's make some black toilet paper.
Yeah, make some black taller paper, my nigga. Hold it, let's go. Well, if it's black taller paper, it's like, come on, bro.
Say
So
like
let's.
he's being racist. He don't like.
It's only one race. So let's go here for a second.
They make everything a damn racist argument. They were
They
like,
make everything
you
a
want
racist.
black toilet paper? You gotta
They do. They
call
make
it.
everything a racist. They make everything a racist conversation. Hold up. Let me get my. I got to charge my thing up, babe. Hold up. Hold up. Make sure we working, baby. Give me 1 second, man. I don't want my computer cut off. And somebody say I caught Sabir just saying one thing. Yo, what's going on with my computer? Yo, I got to get so much. Hold up, man. My battery's ready to die, so I got to figure out why this thing is not connecting.
Did you catch the wind of the latest of them saying about the African Union is positioning themselves for reparations over here?
Oh, I don't know. That's good. I mean, but this is the thing. If you're going to give reparations, you got to identify the party. Nobody's giving reparations to black people. I spoke on that. Blacks don't have a nationality. You cannot use black inside no human rights fight, bro. You cannot use it. I spoke on that. What nation went to war with black people? So let me help y'all out. I'm giving you the lessons right here. There was also Arabs in Al-Andalus, the southern part of Spain. The Arabs of Al-Andalus was the first to be enslaved and taken to America after the defeat in 1492. Do your research.
Mm-hmm. And how long? Because I think I heard something about the research coalition they supposed to have put together, and I was thinking like, well, how long would that take as far as them doing all of this extensive research to go back far enough to say, all right, we even got to.
I'm showing you ain't got to go. Do you know how much money it would take to do all this, brother? I did it already. This is scratching. This ain't nothing when I'm showing you. We're rap. I can show you. This is in 1372, 1373. Keep trying to tell you.
Yeah, go all the way back then to get the records and all that.
Oh, I got a lot of records I got when I was in Portugal. This is in Portugal. Conquered from the Moors by King Alfonso in 1147. So before that, they was not calling people black. They were Moors. So they didn't capture black people. They was capturing Moors and then labeling them black people. That's what happened. So when you do the research, it's crazy, right? Let's go a little further. Bear with me. I'm showing y'all some facts. You Google us. Y'all can go Google this information. I know y'all like to go to Google, but you won't read nothing because you let a nigga get on the feed. That's why I bring my name up and see how this is going to go for any of them. Also shown most of the people in tribes that so-called African Americans are descendants from the Arabs. Origins on both known Arabs and unknown Arabs. Ancestors of what? From the Oman, Andalusia, Morocco, Mauritania, and Sahara. Arabs are all area of West Africa, such as the Sharifs, descendants of the Prophet, peace be upon him. The Kunta, as in the Kunta Kinte. Oh, they all us, bro. Oh, y'all want to talk? Let's go. Tell your foundational black people experts to show me some stuff. Show me. Give me your receipts. Y'all talk about Kunta and the Kunta Kinte. Come on. I'm waiting. Y'all can take a picture. Last a little longer. I told y'all I'm prepared for every level of this.
Got an FBA maroon flag and don't even know who the Maroons are.
They don't even know, bro, because these dudes are playing with you. I keep trying to tell you, you don't want to go head to head with me with this, bro. They're going to lose playing with me. Okay, they're going to lose. I got too many receipts. This is only scratching the surface, bro. So those people that they captured was nothing but Moors. So after, in 1774, the Negro, black, and color was placed on you. That's what happened. Yeah.
But my professor said we was foundational black Americans.
Yeah. All you have to do is prove are you who you are. Exactly. But nobody, it's hard to prove it because you got people that look like us that's selling us out, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I gotta play this video again. This was my brother Chris came to this radio station with me in Vegas a couple of years ago, and he recorded me inside the radio station. This was crazy as hell. So go check out my brother Amadeus. This was this is about 3 or 4 years ago. Check it out. This is wild as hell. Everybody was tripping off this video. If you see this video, please share this video out. And I'm gonna put my banner up here just in case somebody want to be nice. Please put me on in, bro. Let's go. It's like I'm saying this is a black book, right? But what kind of black book is it? What's the noun? It's a law dictionary. There you go, right? So that's what we're talking about. So at one time we were called blackamoor. So what they did is drop the noun and left the adjective there.
Okay.
That's not identifying people. I mean, in the 60s, they said in the 60s, what happened? You call somebody black, what happened?
You got in a fight.
Thank you very much, right?
Yeah.
You got into a fight. So why is it acceptable today?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So who said that? So if we are given history, and Noble Drew Ali said, stop using names that dilute to slavery. That's Negro, black, and colored. Okay. So if slavery's over, then why are we still using names that dilute to that? And say, if you want justice, let's talk about human rights. So you have to have a nationality to deal with human rights. So all these things came in, the nationality of the Moors. And in Philadelphia, it's a known fact in history that our nationality was taken in 1774. And then in 1779, Negro, black, and color was placed on us. And I'm sitting here saying, well, if I know this, why our politicians, our black leaders don't know this? Why are we still talking about civil rights when Malcolm was talking about human rights? You remember that?
Yes.
Why you never hear no black leader talk about human rights today?
Yeah.
Do you ever hear them talk about it?
No,
never.
Not in Las Vegas.
You never, nowhere, right? You only heard Malcolm talking about it.
Moors. And what is Moors?
Well, when we say Moor, we talking about, like, somebody said, well, Moor. I heard somebody. I was with Eddie Griffin last night, so one of the security guards said, well, Moor just means black, but that's an adjective to describe something.
Right.
So it's not. It's like I'm saying this is a black book, right? But what kind of black book is it? What's the noun? It's a law dictionary. There you go, right? So this is the weird part. Now I can take you all the way down. Now watch how I answer this question. The slave trade by black owners traded blacks. Oh, you can go into history. We sold each other, and we still selling each other out to this day. Negroes are selling each other out to this day. It's nothing new because we have not learned our lessons yet. And if you can get somebody that you can pay off, right? If you can get a Negro that you can pay off, you're good. So let me help y'all out. Keep trying to tell y'all how this works. Oh, that says more slaves. What book would that be? Oh, can I go down the line with this, brother? More slaves. Oh, so they had to strip you from being the Moor to the Negro, to the nigger, and to black. How simple was that? Are y'all sharing this out? Please let's get these likes up, okay? Please get the likes up. Let's go forward. Let's find some more if we can. This is why you don't hear about the slave at Harvard. Maybe that's why they said I can't get monetized on YouTube, because I'm telling y'all too much truth. Let's go. On the Gulf of Guinea, that'd be West Africa, people, the Negro slave replaced the Moor slave. This is two different books. Y'all should tell Tyreek on the show. And if you understood slavery, let me make this clear for y'all that don't know how this works. Y'all should pick up dictionaries, right? Either pick up an etymology one, and I'm going to help y'all out. Same day, I'm going to help y'all, okay, bro? Pick up this one, or you could pick up this one, or you can probably pick up this one. I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? You have children in school, right? Or you can find a different one. So if you look up the word slave, it's a pedigree. Yeah, it's a pedigree. Jarrell, could you do me a favor, brother? Could you look up the word slave?
Yep.
Anybody else? Y'all should be looking this up. Y'all should send this to the Foundation of Black Americans. They love to use these words, brother. That's pun. Oh, brother, no. Look up the word slave. And I'm help y'all out. Slave means Slavic, Indo-Europeans, and Scandinavians. So the real slaves was them. You just love the trauma cup, bro. Woo! Ooh, man, oh man, you gotta love this, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta love it. That's what it is. It's not even, you think this is propaganda, Rod? I don't know about being propaganda, man. I don't know. Think about it. We the only people that love this trauma cup. I'm black, brother. You mad because you ain't black. You upset. Nigga, ain't nobody black. Show me somebody black. I wait. Show me. That's semantics. You don't even know language. How you gonna say? You know what's funny about some of these black conscious people? They say that's semantics, right? But they don't even know what etymology is. But they say stuff is semantics.
You know. Say Oxford got a code definition. It's a Middle English shortened of Old French esclave, equivalent of medieval Latin sklava, feminine Slovakian captive, with reference to Slovakian peoples reduced to a servile state by conquest in the 9th century.
Okay, that's how it is. Peace, bro.
Peace, how you doing, bro? I know I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to show you. I purchased this motor vehicle laws driver license law book. It's a 1940 version from Missouri.
Really? I
Yeah,
bet.
I literally just got it in the mail. I ain't even opened it up yet. I got on feed with you first.
Oh wow. I bet you that joint don't say seatbelts in that mug. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah,
You know the funny part is with people with the seatbelts, they got this thing. They when people get drunk, they know niggas. People get drunk around holidays. Not just talking about black people, but people. You ever ride
niggas.
on the freeway, right? And it says "click it a ticket." I said, "That's a slogan, nigga. Who came up with the click it a ticket? You know why? Click it a ticket. Who am I hurting if I go through a windshield? Oh, but well, maybe if I go through the windshield, I'm killing myself. I'm harming myself because we are property, and you can't damage the property. Click it or ticket, nigga. Make it make sense. They ain't had ticket. They ain't have no tick. They ain't have no seatbelt back then.
Right.
Wasn't no seatbelts in them cars. They said, nigga. Somebody sat in the lab and said, we gonna figure this mug out. We gonna get everybody to ride
Well,
along.
it's just like taxes, right? They just keep implementing stuff, and we don't question nothing. We
We
just
don't.
allow them, and then we just keep doing it like damn sheep.
That's why they say we can't have Sabir on these shows because Sabir gonna make it make sense, right?
Bruh, just to tell you, if you think so much like me, I think I might be a little bit older than you, but I've been following you now for about at least 3 or 4 years. But I just like listening to like-minded people because you don't just allow people. I don't never allow nobody just tell me anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, well, how do you know that? Or where's the proof at?
Yeah. Where's the proof
What
at? Like,
Bobby Hemmett say?
hey, listen, Bobby Hemmett said this ain't no time to join no organizations. But somebody said, what should we call it? So we're Moors. How many times I just showed you we're Moors? Look what somebody said. I keep saying we're Moors. What do you think the Moors is in the temple saying Islamism?
Mhm.
You're Moor. I keep showing it to you.
You know, Blackamore. They dropped more and left black.
Let's move
But like
forward.
you said, other people do not show proof. They just talk, and then people don't question them. Like, bruh, it's a habit.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me in Philadelphia, right? I told you about the Irish. The Irish been here. Now, I can't put this on the feed, people, but I want you to look it up if you can find it. It's called look up green Irish green nigger. Look up green nigger.
I
It's
think I
gonna
remember
tell you
you talking about that before.
Irish was classified as green niggers. I don't know if you know that or not. Look it up. Irish people as green niggers, right? So if you know the history about the Irish, you would know, right? That's the Irish, right? So you can link the Moors directly into all of this. Let me help you out. How many of you ever heard of Kenneth McAlpine?
Just from you.
Kenneth the Niger.
Kenneth McAlpine. I keep trying to tell you how you bring it all full circle. Okay. Let me tell you, in Philadelphia, we have it's a plaque. I'm walking y'all through this. Not Moorish, we're Moors. But let me show you something here, bro. This is a plaque in Philadelphia. This is in Philly. I'm gonna pull this up right now. Have you ever read David McRitchie's book, Ancient and Modern Brits? You see, it says the Picts. It says the Kingdom of Picts, right? You see, it's going to tell you down here, Kenneth McAlpine, right? He was the Moor, right? This is in Philadelphia. You see his name, Kenneth McAlpine. They spoke Gaelic. This is a plaque down Independence Hall. I think they moved it now. And this talks about the Irish, right? My uncle used to tell us that we were Irish. They would call us Black Irish, though.
Mm-hmm.
I did a video down there in Philadelphia. Let me see if I can. I did this in Philadelphia, right? When I was there, and I said I was going to try to get back there again, but the way my bank account is set up, I can't make it to Philadelphia. So unless somebody want to sponsor me to go there, I would love the sponsorship, and I would do a live one before the winter comes. But I can't get people to put up $5,000. I'm good. Give me $5,000, I go straight up and do a live video while it's nice out. Straight up. So that's McAlpine, right? So let me show you how this works. And when you read into history, so they've been here. The Moors have always been here, but it's been under different names. They had to erase the history and call it Black. Oh, by the Moors of the 15th century, but 5 centuries earlier, the king of Alpine. What? Were Moors? Wait a minute. What book would that be? What book would that be? So they didn't call people black back then. No, they weren't black back then. They didn't call people black back then.
Actually, I hate that my grandmother passed in 2012 because that's when I first started getting into this knowledge. But I do know that she was Irish and melanated, of course. And I've been doing all the research on my grandmother's, on my mama's side. I've been down trying to work on my daddy's side because my grandmother, my daddy's mama, she was high yellow, with the red
Yes,
hair, and
yes.
so yeah,
That's like me.
definitely Irish. Yep,
I hated my hair was much. Ask my brother. If you see my brother, my
nice and red.
it was probably only 3 of us that had red hair and freckles.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My son, if you see my son, is strictly like red, bro, like crazy.
Right.
I hated my hair when I was little. So that was the Irish part,
Hmm.
right? Because if you understood the Irish part or the Irish people, they were us,
Right.
right? Let me give you another history lesson. You ready? Let me show you something else. You can read David McRitchie's book. Let me help you out. Let's go to David McRitchie's The Negro Ancestry. This is in so Negroes are named Moors, Black Moors. This is in Nature Knows No Color Line though. But he speaks about David McRitchie. He's correct when he says the families of with the name Moore, Demi Moore, such and such Moore. Okay, they still come from you. The Moor's Head, okay, Spaniards, Moor or Negro, Blackamoor. Y'all can play this game all you want. This is why I said they don't want you to talk about the Moors. You can, but you definitely can actually show the connection. Not under Black, but under Moor.
In 2018, I was working at the store, and I always told, everybody knows not to call me black. And so I was explaining to him about the Moors and the 4 Black Moors. And I had an Italian girl come in there one day, and me and her just got to talking. And so I told this Mexican dude to come over. I'm like, listen to her and let her tell you. Now, I said, I don't know this lady from Adam, but she didn't tell him everything that I told him. And he was like, wow, I thought you were just bullshit. No, nigga, it's real. All you gotta do is pick up a book, a few.
Yes,
But she
there's
was
all
talking
that,
about the 4 Black Moors.
but they don't read, brother. Why would they read?
Right.
It's too much like reading.
Hmm.
So this is another one. Now I'm giving you facts. Now I know y'all probably share this out to the foundation. If y'all have Twitter, please share this out on Twitter. The so-called Black Americans are also descended from the known Arab tribes area called Africa, south of the Sahara. These Arabs include such tribes as the Kunta, as the noble Kurish Arab tribe found in the Sahara and in Africa south of the Sahara. There it is. Come on. Can I go forward? I got a little bit more. Searching and can't find by name online. Told y'all a lot of stuff you ain't gonna find online, baby. Keep trying to tell y'all it's not gonna happen. Okay, let's go. Keep trying to tell you. You better reach out to Brother Sabir. There's the email right there. I could do a whole full lecture on this, baby. Please share it out. You're not gonna find it online, my G. So this takes time and it takes hours to do all of this, people. Okay. William Penn in 1681. The Indians of New England, or Moors as they was also styled by the settlers, was pronounced by William Penn as to be as black as gypsies. Oh, damn. That's William Penn. Dude, listen, I'm going to leave my banner up here. I'll be right back. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to take a quick intermission. My email is right there, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. Again, SabirBay.com is my email. My Zelle right there. My PayPal is there. And my Chime is there. And people, I don't get super chats, so let's super go over there right now. Let's go over there right now and support it. But open your eyes, baby. Come on, share it out. You got a couple minutes with me, yeah?
We're here because of you. We're here because you were there. We've arrived from every corner of the planet to this nation to seek the fulfillment of the promise of America. We were promised a better life in our home countries, where we were told that privatizing water and electricity would make things run more efficiently. Instead, the quality remained almost the same, and the price was increased until it became an unaffordable luxury. Some corporations are more efficient in government, but their motivation is not.
Come on, y'all. Let's hit these lights up. Share. Let's go.
It's only about profit. Everything else, their image, their human resources, their public relations, only exist to protect the reality behind it. Once upon a time, we were told that nationalization would prevent growth by limiting competition, that our countries were nothing without the companies that invested in us. And so they privatized everything. Everything in our country was owned by people that had no connection to our culture, by those who never had our interest at heart. They didn't care about our survival or well-being. They just wanted to turn a profit by raping the land, by exploiting our people, our industry, and our resources. They took everything we built and made it theirs. First, by creating racism to justify slavery, building the capital for capitalism. And then, when they gave us what they called liberty, everything we had was still owned by them. Our governments told us that socialism was the real enemy and that we would have freedom, but the foreign powers and corporations were the ones with the real freedom, the freedom to take all the wealth generated by our work and our land and give us only a small percentage of the scraps from the table. Their lust for power and their greed drove them to betray not only us, but themselves and the word of their own God. And while some used missionaries and donations to offset this abuse, other countries and companies were blatant with their crimes, using war, disease, and sanctions that killed millions. They supported corrupt governments that were almost like the old slave masters in their repression of the people, because their loyalty was to those who enabled them, installed them, and kept them in power. They became the bastard children of American industry, kleptocracy, governments of thievery. They protected the corporations and went to war against their own people to preserve those profits. The puppet rulers were given billions of U.S. tax dollars to fund civil wars, right-wing death squads, execute political dissidents, sympathetic clergy, and even overthrow democratically elected governments. And so the age of revolution began again. They painted it as godless terrorists versus the free world and the free market. But the free market has never been free, because the market does not regulate itself. It is manipulated like a puppet, and it survives because of its image. Destroy the image and the enemy will die. Such is the same in the rap industry, for the major label superpowers treat the underground like the third world. When they need new assets, new artists to prostitute or sign and put on the shelf to use their songs. When they needed new concepts, music, and publishing to steal from producers, they came to the underground, to the third world. They took our culture, our property, and our industry, and our resources, even using our own people to help them exploit us. But behind the mask of efficiency they claim that we need to succeed, they're no better than us. Their economic advertisement was always a lie. A few got rich, but most were given an illusion of wealth, almost as if it was designed for failure. Opportunity comes at the price of the soul in the music. So remember what they are underneath the fancy architecture. Glitter and rented jewelry, the cars, the IMF loans, the seeds with suicide genes, 20-year contracts and oil blood money. Build your defenses, my independent brothers and sisters. They'll stop at nothing to get what they want. They paint the third world underground as savage and backward, but the superpowers are no less corrupt. They've just learned to disguise it better, cause they fix elections too. They embezzle tax money, they go to war for resources, they fund terrorism for their own benefit. And when there's enough at stake, history's taught us that they'll even assassinate their own presidents.
Open your eyes before you die, baby. If I'm wrong, I've been on for an hour and 45 minutes, baby. Why are people telling me stuff about El Andalus, brother Jarrell? And I'm showing them I was there. There it is. You right about that. It was. There it is right there. El Andalus. I was there. So when the Moors never conquered anything, they were already there. So Spain wasn't Spain until 1492. Spain was not Spain until 1492. Okay? So do your research, babe. Oh my God, I could walk you through the whole stories, baby. I was sitting, and the language of the Irish is called Gaelic. Gaelic, right? You have a bar that's in Philadelphia, it's called Callahan's. See, when you learn words, you take words and you loosen up the words. Kala Allah, Kala Allah hand. Allah's name is inside Callahan's. Tala Allah Hassi, Allah, Tala Allah Hassi. The majority of the stuff that you're using, people, is Arabic. Even the word Philadelphia, you can play all day long and say it's not. No, it's called Alif. It's an Arabic word. Alif Lam Lid. A-L-I-F. Or you could say Fila. Somebody got to understand how this works. Everything is from right to left. That's the alphabet. Alif, Lam Lid, or Fila backwards. I was over there, baby. You talking to somebody who stayed in Spain. I stayed in Portugal. I stayed in Turkey. Don't get mad at me. You should be actually trying to figure out what else did Sabir find when he was over there. So for the people that don't understand about the Arabs, let me help y'all out. Let's post this up here. One more again. So how long was the Arabs here? Oh, in 15? Estevanico, the Moroccan, really arrived as a slave in 1527. The first significant Arab immigration. Didn't I just show y'all something else on this? So they would be foundational too, right? Come on, y'all, talk to me for me. They will be foundational too, right? See, the foundational Black Americans don't show y'all this. Oh, y'all can look up this. I showed y'all in the book where all this stuff come from, what happened.
I'm about to grab my laptop. I got a Black's Law Dictionary right here if you need me to look up something.
No, I
It's only sixth
yeah,
edition.
I ain't going to a Black's Law right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to run through this so I can get off this feed, and I want to know how many people actually support what I'm doing right now. So that means to pass the plate, like my brother Bush Kid said, pass the plate, because I'm only going to give you all the energy that you give me. If you ain't giving me no energy, I'm not giving you nothing back either. So
No worries, no worries.
one hand's wash the
We'll
other hand,
shoot
bro.
you over something in here in a little bit.
So let me help y'all out. Let's go a little further. This is when I was, where's my Moroccan one? When I was in, oh, here it is. This is the treaty that everybody keeps talking about. You hear all these Moors talk about the treaty, right? Let me show you the treaty. Again, remember, Barack Obama said Morocco was the first nation to recognize the United States, which is geographical. But this is the treaty on the wall right there. So what treaty they have with Black people? That's in Morocco. Well, your favorite president, which is the first Black president, was there. Come on. That's the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. One of them. That's in Morocco. Let's show you another one. Let me see if I can give a close up on that treaty real fast. Give me 1 second. They got our people confused, brother, on so many levels of this, man.
You ain't never lied about that.
We got our people confused, bro. Like, seriously. This is the treaty right here, brother. So you know how many, all these people from China on down, you know those people were foundational too. They was here longest so-called black people. So this is the Arabic text, and that's the English text. That's both of them. Let me show you a little bit more inside Tangiers. Because once you go back and find out who the Moors are for real, not the people that y'all keep thinking, oh, these are the Moors, and the Moors sign simple, brother. They sovereign citizens. No, brother. This ain't no sovereign citizen conversation. Not at all. Let me show you. Let me see if I can pull this one up, bro. I'm still waiting for a foundational Black American to come on here to prove to me what is foundational, because you have to have a foundation. You really have to have a foundation. For instance, let me give them an example, brother, if I can find it. Y'all, anybody confused yet? Tap it. Let me know if you're confused about something. I can explain it to you like I'm talking to my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter. 1 second. Let's scroll down. Where art thou? And it talks about the United States. How the United States, Morocco recognized the United States. I thought I had it up here. Guess I don't. Oh, well, I guess you got to pay for that one. Here it is. I found it. Let me help y'all black people out. Y'all ready? Let's pull this up so y'all can recognize this one. The Congress of the 13 United States of North America. Take a picture. It lasts longer. Please do research. The 13 United States of North America, not the 50. This is in Morocco in 1780. In Tangiers, where Barack Obama was at. Take a picture. It lasts longer, and then I could do a class on it. Okay, or I could do a lecture on it. All right. Are we good on TikTok? Please share this out on TikTok, y'all. Can we get some more love on TikTok? Can I get some more love on TikTok? Can I get some love on Instagram? Please share this out. That's all I ask. Come on, baby. Tangiers. That's where I was at multiple times. Y'all should really take a trip with me. I'm going to go back over Portugal in November, y'all. So y'all should really, like, I'm not paying your way, but you definitely can go with me. It will be an experience, though. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'll be back over there in November, God willing. God willing.
How much does something like that cost? Because I was seriously thinking about it.
Well, my sister Edna, and last time they paid me to take them on a tour over there. But for you to go by yourself, you can go online, brother. You can go to literally look up Seville right now. Well, I don't know where you at, but
I'm talking about.
Let me tell you what
I'm
I was
going with you and y'all.
Well, it'll cost you a little bit more if you go with me. You can pay. Mm-hmm. What the hell these little kids doing, man? They walking. These kids is crazy. Children are crazy. Yeah, it is a fee. If you want to go with me, if you just want to go over there, you can just jump on the plane and go. But I seen one going to Seville from Orange County. It was $300 something on one way. So I was going to go over there and stay for a couple of days and come back. That's like, for me to go to the East Coast, bro, it's like one way is $500 or $600. $500-$600 for me to fly to the East Coast. It's cheaper for me to go overseas than it is for me to go. Um, cheaper for me to go overseas than me to go to the East Coast. Ain't that crazy? Wow. But yeah, man, email me, bro.
We'll do. I'm gonna shoot you something over tonight too, 'cause I appreciate you.
So, so yeah, the kids outside. So, is everybody good? Are we good? So, yeah, we got to start looking out for our own people, brother, and people who do the real research because researchers get over $100,000, y'all, for real. And I get on his feet every day and I tell people these things that I don't get super chats and things like that, and I do have responsibilities. I do have stuff I have to deal with, and I really try not to be stressing about things, brother. I really don't. I don't. But it's a lot that goes on to this. And people take your content, they steal your content, share your content, repeat your content, and never say, well, I want to make sure Sabir is good. This is why I stand office. And it's not that I'm bitter of anything. I just know a lot of these conscious people. And y'all watch them every day. I don't have a team like 19 Keys and them that put money up to have you go places um or naming the Nation of Islam or mentioning mentioning Minister Farrakhan just to get people to follow me. You follow me? I don't do stuff like that. And if you ever pay attention to them, they have to mention the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If you notice, they always. And I'm just being a buck with y'all. That you know that they do. You
Hmm.
can honor. I honor the minister, but I'm not going to mention the minister. You follow me?
Right,
I'm
right.
not going to mention him to get followers. You follow me? That's like me mentioning Noble Dwelly. And if you ever watched 19 Keys, yeah, and if
I
you
was
ever watched any, I'm being real with y'all. If you ever watched Ben X, if you ever watched, am I lying? If you ever
no,
watched them or
I was
RZA,
gonna tell you.
you follow
I
me?
was watching. I seen a clip of 19 Keys. The clip said walking through the roughest part of Chicago. This nigga had like 15 niggas around him.
That's not the
First thing came to my head was Sabir wouldn't do that.
no.
Sabir don't need 15 niggas around him
I
walking
mean,
around.
15. I was in the projects out in Chicago, bro. I forgot the name of the project, right off of College Grove. So whatever is in that area is walking distance. I told the story when I was there before. I spoke at the College Grove. It was a Moore Science Temple there one time, and I came from Detroit into Chicago, and I'm walking, and it's a projects. I just remember being in the projects, literally by myself, and they were calling me on the phone saying, "Where's Sabir at? Like, dude, where this nigga at?" I said, "Yo, I don't know. I'm in this projects talking to these dudes." It was crazy. I cannot think of the name of the projects, brother. And I don't walk with an army of people, brother. But these dudes have to mention, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. Send us the 19 Keys, send us the RZA Islam, send us the Ben X, send us the Nori Muhammad, send us the Wesley Muhammad. I don't have no issue with them, but I just want y'all to understand how this go. I don't have people, and I don't have hate. I want y'all to understand these dudes are not really free. They're not. That's just the reality. I'm not coming to be a part of nobody's clique. I'm coming in to f up all of the lies, my niggas. We are
Yeah,
Moors,
that shit.
period. Point blank, period. Without a shadow of a doubt, we're Moors, bruh. It ain't nothing that none of them can say. So you can kill me or miss me with the ancient black gods of Egypt because black is not an ancient word. Moor is older than mother freaking black. How about that part? Because black is an Anglo-Saxon word. Anglo-Saxon. Look it up in any dictionary. BLEAC. BLEAC. Period.
When I first got into the movement, I read that, and it says it in black and white of what black, or however you pronounce it, black, bleach, bletch. That
Yes.
that's where it derived from. And when you tell somebody to look at the etymology of something, they are clueless.
Not even that. You can read a regular dictionary.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the hold up. We went to the Irish. Let's go to the black part. So I'm showing you all of them came around the same time, right? All of these people came around the same time, right? Let me help y'all out. Let's go to the black one now. Okay, now here's the blacks have the United States. They've been in the United States in the areas that is constitute the United States 400 years, right? So you've been in here long as the Irish, long as the Chinese, long as all these other people, right? So what makes you foundational?
That
This
is
is
so corny.
right. This is crazy, right? But what makes the connection is all of these people are Moors. Period. Let's find the Chinese for a minute. Let's see if we can pull up the Chinese. I got everybody in here, bro. That's the. I'm trying to find the Chinese people. I knew I had the Chinese somewhere here. Arabs. I pulled up Arabs. Did I pull up Chinese? Damn. Well, you can look it up for yourself. The Chinese too. You can Google how long Chinese people been in the United States. Somebody look it up for me, brother.
All right.
Look up. Hold up. How long Chinese? I think. Where's Jarrell? Are you on the feed, brother?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you have that article when how long the Chinese been in on the United States?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me pull it up real quick.
Now watch this. We're gonna because they swear that they the only ones that been here that long.
Blacks, Arabs.
I think I found it. Let's go.
I got the blacks and the Arabs and the Irish. I don't have the
Okay, so
Chinese.
let's see Chinese people for a second. Let's see. Let's see how long they've been here. Would they be classified as foundation? I just showed you the Irish, right? So let's go to Chinese people for a minute. Chinese immigrants been in the United States for roughly 200 years. So 19th century. So would they be foundational?
They say Chinese immigrants have been in the United States since the 1840s, with the first major wave arriving during the California Gold Rush, 1850. By 1851, there were approximately 25,000 Chinese in California. 1880, number had increased to 300,000. Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 significantly restricted let's see, Chinese immigration, but the population continued to grow, especially during the 19th and early 20th century. Today, Chinese Americans make up a significant portion of the Asian American population in the United States.
So they would be classified as foundational too, wouldn't they? I'm just asking. Okay, so but guess what? Chinese was classified as. It was classified as
Black.
being black. Yes, they were. It was classified as being black. But nobody wants to have this conversation. See, when you do your research right and not follow people blindly. Then where's my article at? Give me 1 second. Man, where's it at? Let me prove my point to all of you foundational black Americans. And I hope y'all share this out. It's 2 hours I've been on here. So let's go. I can do this in an hour. This is a case. The Chinese were black because they were not white under the writing of Justice Murray. Crazy, right? So are they talking about a complexion? So they will be foundational, right, Gary? Come on, baby, talk to me for a minute. So they will be foundational. Since black people, they've been around almost the same time frame. But the only thing that happened to our people is that we were stripped of our nationality. You can't get mad at people and call you. That's like running around calling a Chinese person a yellow man. Nigga, they will cut your throat. A yellow person.
That's how I get people at work. I said, "You want to call me black?" He was like, "Well, you are black." I got on a black shirt. I said, "You're not white." I said, "Well, answer this for me. Well, call him right there, the Asian guy. Call him yellow." He's like, "No." I said, "Why? Is it racist?" Like, yeah. I said, "Exactly. So
We
why ain't it racist if you calling me black? I'm
crazy,
not
right?
black."
This and we don't this is why Frantz Fanon said, brother, if you never read Frantz Fanon's work, y'all should read Frantz Fanon's work. If y'all don't know who Frantz Fanon is, I'm gonna introduce y'all to who he is, okay? Frantz Fanon said that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses himself. The oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. And that's what's happening with our people. And it's our people that's doing it because y'all don't get it. Y'all rather glorify these people. Now, I know y'all in the background watching, and I'm going to try to steal the content, but try to critique me and get off the feed and say that's pseudo. So I'm going to give them the opportunity. So I just want y'all to know that I know that they're watching in the background. Oh, I know you watching. Okay. So there's a book that you should pick up. And if you need to get a copy of it, The book is called Race Law Stories, which this is coming from.
Listen, Sabir, yeah.
This is Race
Wow,
Law
sorry.
Stories. Hell of a book. The case is called the Yellow by Law. So they wasn't talking about a complexion of an individual. They were not talking about a case. I mean, complexion. Y'all are so caught up. So caught up. If you study the Irish and all of this, brother, it will make so much sense. This is why this book, look how much this book is. Give me 1 second. Let me show y'all a book. Look how much this book is. It's actually called the Century Magazine. $229.
Dang.
Woo, it's a lot of history out here, bro. Woo. I'm almost finished, y'all. I think I'm at the end of the road with this. And I hope y'all share this out to Cam Newton, Nick Cannons, the Breakfast Clubs, all these beautiful people that y'all watch on social media, and say what Sabir walk you through step by step with factology. I was watching this. This is the type of stuff I watch, bro. Right here. My niggas talking about the Arabs and the Arabs and the Arabs. This is what I watch.
You feel your citizenship secure?
Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care. Let's bring it on.
You got a plan B?
I don't have a plan B.
Every brown person has a plan B.
I don't.
No, he's every
You're
brown
rich
person.
enough not to need
Hold
a
up, hold up.
I'm rich enough? Hey, you're the one with the merch.
He said every brown person. Them niggas look just as brown as you and me, brother. So how are you black and these cats are brown? Pay attention.
But I have plan
You're the
B.
one with the merch, man. I don't have a merch saying Basim Yusuf.
But I have plan B, C, and D.
You do?
You have plan A in California. That's it.
Yeah, I can't leave California.
You've been a citizen for over 5 years, so I think you're good.
Yes.
Basically, apparently, this is what the lawyers tell me. If you have been a citizen for 5 years or more, it becomes much harder for Stephen Miller to strip you of citizenship. You know, they have a denaturalization commission now. A group that will look at American citizens and say, we think you're actually an illegal immigrant, and they strip you in retrospectively of your citizenship. Apparently that becomes harder after 5 years. So I think you're okay.
Yes.
You're a little bit safe.
I just got my 5 years in last December, just last month.
There you go. So you got your 5 years.
5 years, baby.
How do you feel, no, genuinely though, how do you feel about being a comedian, being someone who speaks openly in the current climate?
I'll be very honest. I've been extremely depressed. I'm even my stand-up comedy in Arabic. I try to.
Crazy, right? But how are these people brown and you're black? Make it make sense to me. Well, we got a long journey, brother. We got a hell of a journey. So I got a little bit more. Y'all ready? Let's go to that Century magazine for the people keep asking about the Moors. When you go back and Google this, bro. Let's go to the Century magazine. It is important. The term Moor is in context referred to Native Americans, reflecting historical uses of the term that extended beyond its original meaning, referring to the Muslims of the Iberian Peninsula. The Century magazine told you that these people were Moors, people. Do your research. 1883, baby. Those Moors was here. There it is. So when you foundational Black Americans try to come up against me, please do yourself a favor. You better research me thoroughly, and you better research what I'm presenting to you. You better research, because I will take all of your so-called money that you be getting from people that is sleeping. Trust me. I will take your finances, B. No doubt. Rod said insane. It's crazy, right? So you were stripped of who you are. You were stripped. Okay?
Is that what you're reading from, or is that something different?
No, which one? No, it's a whole story behind me researching this. You got to research books like this, and then you got to go online and you got to. I'll be up all night long doing this kind of stuff, bro. Jarrell be up with me, man. I ain't gonna lie. Jarrell be in Hawaii. He be up with me like a mother.
So yeah, with the time difference, I be looking down like, man, you still up? It'd be like 11 my time, like 2 his time.
It's so funny. I send out stuff to Rod. I send out stuff to Jarrell, Jamal. Like, I be literally sending stuff out to Rich. I be sending stuff out to everybody, right? It's weird. Brandy, they be like, I know they be like, nigga, do you sleep, nigga? Because I said, I can be laying in the bed and something to hit me, be like, yo, you know what? Yo, it's like Motown. Motown never shut its doors because they said the creativity comes in the middle of the night. Never shut its doors. Never. So something may hit me to I seen about a year ago or a week ago, and I said, "Oh, let me go back to this." That's why I highlight my books like this. So that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
To turn white and see the complexion is like black. There is nobody like that. Trust me, they don't exist. So I can go 2 hours like Leon Honors, but I got to talk gossip about somebody. I don't know if I can do that one though. I can go 5 hours. Definitely could do that. If I got about, if I was getting super chats,
Yeah.
if I was getting super chat, nigga, I'd go for days with this, but I can't even get super chat. I can't even get. Can somebody drop me a couple of hundred in my Zelle PayPal right now? Maybe I'll go a little longer. But, or better yet, you can go get some of your scholars and we can have this conversation. If you go get one of your scholars that y'all watch every day, I'll stay on here for like another hour. So please share this. So y'all pick your poison about which one y'all want to share this with. And don't think I have beef with any of my brothers. That could be from Nori Muhammad, the Wesley Muhammad, to Tariq Nasheed's, to we don't want to talk about Umar Johnson. That nigga's he's in a doghouse right now. Ben X, Riz Islam, 19 Keys, Earn Your Leisure. Go get them all. Let's have this talk. Believe me, it'd be fun. I stay on here for like 3 hours, but I can't talk about Umar because then he didn't play himself. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm winding down, but Umar done dug a grave, bro. Like insane. This dude done played himself ungodly.
Mm-hmm.
Karma is a
Yes,
big.
sir.
Like when you sit back and watch Karma, it's a mug. Let me explain
Crazy
Karma to
thing.
you, right? If you don't, it's when people get shot, right? Um, if you don't learn your lesson the first time you get shot or something you've been through tragic, you're gonna repeat it again until you get it. You ever hear that song by Tina Marie? I've been here before and I want to come back again. If you don't fix it now, it's gonna repeat itself. Tyreek's is coming too, bro. Oh, it's coming. Look at Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is effed up. You know what he used to do? Beat up his woman. I know Pilar Sanders. Karma's a mug. They making fun of him, talking about he ain't got no toes. Why? What this girl? You see that video? The girl said, "What do you want with a nigga that don't have no testings and tested something? He got a piss or shit bag." And then they say he ain't got no toes. I said, "Damn, they disrespecting the man." But that's karma, right? The same thing is happening with Umar. The same thing is happening. When I got shot, brother, I went through that. I thought about everything I've done. Every bullet that hit me when I got shot 5 times, those 5 bullets hit me. Allahi. Every bullet that hit me, I thought about stuff that I had done. And I'm going to tell you this. It rewinded in my head like you pushing a tape recorder. You know, it's a VHS and then you push it while it's playing and it's rewinding backwards. That's what was happening in my head with every bullet that hit me. Every bullet. It rewind in my head. But the first time I got shot, I died on the table. Sometimes you don't learn your lesson. When Pac got shot, that was a wake-up call. Nigga, change the people that you're around. Change your thinking. And this is what I want Grant and everybody else to understand, brother. Because these things are going to age you, bro. Hate is going to age you. Anger is going to age you. I'm dead serious. So change that. Change it. When my son got shot the first time, he thought it was all that. It only took a year. My son got killed the next year. He got shot in his leg the same way I got shot in my leg. I got shot in my leg. He was messed up. He was only 22. I got shot at 19 and 28, 2 different times. But when my son got shot at that age, he went through a spill. He was around people. The first time he was, 19? Somebody he was smoking weed with niggas that he thought was his friend and laced it with heroin and dope.
Right.
Wait, I literally had to fly back to Philadelphia for that, bro. I flew back to Philly. He was hallucinating. I had to go to University of Penn. And they filmed him while he was high, choking. And I want you to imagine seeing a video like that of your child. And you like, nigga, they put this on social media and they laughing at this shit. And I'm looking at him on Instagram. I'm like, nigga, this is what it is. We allow this. So he was high and you know how niggas get, like he was choking. Because he laced it with heroin and dope. Right? So he didn't talk to nobody. He didn't talk to my sister. He didn't talk to my brother. He didn't talk to my nephews. He waited for me to fly back to Philadelphia, and I literally just came from, I think it's what was we at? Louisville. We did a lecture, and I came back here, and the prices were so damn high, brother, for me to fly back to the East Coast. It was like $600. I had to fly into Newark Airport, and the two trains go directly to Philadelphia in the snow. And the wild part was, brother, as I'm there, this is back to back. 19, it was 20, 21, 22, he was killed. They laced it. Niggas ain't your friends, bro. These niggas that hype you up, they're not your friends, homie. And my mother taught us that when we were younger. My brother got killed when I was 10 or 9 or 10. She let us go. These niggas act like they're your friends. Real friends are there when you need them. Real friends are there when you need them in rough times. In rough times, right?
Boy.
So I had to fly back. The money that I got from Louisville, I had to use that to go to Philadelphia and stay there, and then rent a place and stay there. I had to go to the hospital to go see him, and he wouldn't talk to nobody until I walked into the room. I want y'all to hear me out before I get off it, because this is the end of it. When I got there, he got up. My son started hallucinating, pissing behind the bed. They had to have a person sit in the room with him. Sit in the room with him because he was doing it. Then again, I was like, maybe he's making this up. Maybe he's playing. They said he wouldn't talk to nobody, but he was hallucinating. When I got to the hospital, brother, in the winter, this is the crazy part. I'm in the dead of winter, snow. I gets there, and my son gets up, and I got him to walk around the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm walking around with him, and it hurts me because you know what he said to me? He said, "Never leave me again." I said, "I never left you." My daughter just said that to me. Literally, it touched me because my daughter said, "I don't want to leave you." I'm like, "I'm never leaving you. My children are more important to me than this bullshit right here. I'm gonna be real with you." And I have a younger son too. So it's a lot that goes into this, people. So when you see me spaz out, I'm spazzing out because of my experience of what I've been through and what I went through with my children. And I know what I go through with my children. When I did that, I had to stay there in Philadelphia until he got better. And I tried to get him admitted, seriously. And you know, the doctor told me we can't because he's of age. He's 20 years old. We can't admit him. But the doctor that was seeing my son sat me in the room, and he said, he asked me questions. His mother didn't even come there. She was in Maryland. I flew all the way from California. Maryland is a hop, skip, and a jump. But the doctor asked me because we weren't together. And he said, "Oh, now it makes sense." This is what he said to me. He started looking at the jury. He was an Indian dude. He said, "Oh, now it makes sense." He didn't understand what was going on. See, I don't talk about my children's mom on social media. I would never do that like Umar does and talk about his children. But I'm telling you about my experience and what mothers do, because they do more damage to the child than you think. So when I said this, the doctor didn't understand it until I talked to him. He said, "I thought you was in the States." I said, "No, I live in California." He said, "You mean to tell me you flew all the way here from California?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "She's in Maryland." This is what he said. "And she's in Maryland." That was crazy, right? So I'm sitting there with the doctor, and I said, "Well, could you admit him?" He said, "No, he's 20 years old." Just what he said. He's 20. The next year.
What did that mean?
That means that he can leave. He can sign himself out.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like he was younger. Yeah. I could have did, you know what I mean? You could have did
Under
something.
18. Right.
Exactly.
I got you.
So then I went home, and when he got out, he didn't want to come with me to California. So what happened? A year later, I'm in Philly. I left Philly. I said, "Yo," I'm telling my son I'm here. "Yo, let's go to that KRS-One. KRS-One was doing a show there. I got you. Come on, let's go." I leave the hotel. This nigga's going. He didn't go. I'm flying out the next day to go back to Cali. This is when he's 21 now. I'm sitting in a coffee shop in out here in Long Beach, and I hear my son calls me on the phone. I swear to God, he calls me on the phone. Ill as hell. My son is weird. He says, "Dad, they got me." I said, "What you mean they got you? You got locked up?" I said, "Good. That's good you got locked up, because I didn't want him on the streets because it's all shootouts in Philadelphia. It's crazy, right?" He said, "No, I got shot." I said, "Nigga, you got shot." You know what I told him? "You ain't gonna be playing basketball no more." He told me he got shot in his leg. I said, "You ain't playing basketball no more." He didn't want to go to the hospital. I said, "Nigga, go to the hospital." I had to fly back to Philadelphia again because he got shot, right? He got shot. Give me 1 second. He got shot in his leg. So what happened? I went back to Philly again. She didn't show up. And then the last time he got killed, I was in Philadelphia with him. So people, I just want y'all to understand what I be going through and what I'm dealing with on the regular. This is what happened. So when I ask people about support, that's what I mean. Get something, support something, buy a book, help out some kind of way, because you never know what a person is going through, bro. And I get on his feet every day and give 110% of my time to people. I don't sell anything. I don't ask you to hit for my lifestyle. No, I say support what I do and share the videos out, and let's get some real conversations sparked. Okay? Most of these cats you don't see with their children, brother. And that's just the reality. That's my last spill, people, for what I wanted to share with y'all with. But please, people, let's be real. And this ain't a competition thing with me, brother. I'm not in competition with none of these dudes. They may be with me, but I'm not in competition. But the only thing that's going to happen, if you put me in a room with any of them, brother, I'm going to show you who's going to be the last man standing. But peace. I thank y'all so much. Share, support, and like. Okay, I got to go. I'm over my limit. Peace.
I keep dreaming that the whole world will be together. We'll be together. And there's nothing I can do but pray that it comes true and keep on searching for that miracle that some say will never be. Competition is the world summarized in just one word. And you know it's competing with friends. Will it ever end? I'm losing all of my friends. I need a way out. Ever gonna be one? We better make some changes and fast. This time make it last. All just take the time. I'm sure that we will find all of us share a mistake. And that's the bottom line.